Hold on, guys. I got my camera off. Hi, good morning, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. And if you are a beginner, make sure you watch this video. I have lots of classes every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Today's going to be a beginner class, but even if you're not beginner, you might learn something, or you might be able to help someone out in the chat. Or if you have questions, put them in the comments. And we've had a lot of people join the membership this morning. Welcome, Brenda. If you want to become a member on YouTube, it's only 99 cents, and you get a little badge next to your name that grows over with time. That badge is a little cutie, and he changes colors later. Also, put your questions in all caps. I'm going to try to answer your questions, but first we're going to go through Design Space. As a beginner, I'm not a beginner, so I really need your beginner questions. I'm going to try to go through it all and answer your questions afterwards. And next week we're going to do another class, and I'm going to do Q&A. So if you have those beginner questions or even advanced questions, come to the video next week also. Today we're giving away Cricut Cutie. Every single class we give something away. It's usually cash. But today we're doing a Cricut Cutie, so the winner will get to pick the colors of what I have available. We are live on YouTube, and in order to enter the giveaway, you do have to be in the YouTube chat, and you do have to be here live. Also, we're on Facebook. We're in my Cricut Design Space Facebook group. We're on my personal page, and we're in my Cricut Joy Machine and Projects group on Facebook. I can sometimes see your chat from YouTube. So I see Linda on Facebook. I can only see your names if you're in my public Facebook profile, my just Melody Lane. You don't have to be my friend to watch it. It's public. And if you're on Facebook, you can't enter for the cutie. So at the top of the link on Facebook, I put a link to the YouTube. It's youtube.com/melodylane. Come over. To get in the chat, you do have to be subscribed. It's completely free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. So make sure you come over to YouTube. Make sure you can get subscribed onto YouTube so you can enter to win a cutie. And Jamie Leonard is like my #1 admin and moderator, and thank you, Jamie. She goes to all the videos to try to help people to answer the questions. She's on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere. And look for her answers in the chat. If you've asked a question I've already answered, she will try to help you, or even she'll just try to help you anyway. How can I find the groups that you are a leader of? My main group is called Cricut Design Space. And then I have the Cricut Joy group. And I have Crafting with Melody Lane and friends. I have a lot of groups. I usually list the groups at the top of the group somewhere in the announcements or something. How long is the sale going on for the Dream Box? Thank you for asking that. Oh, wait, I have this. I can show you. So the Dream Box codes are not showing up. I had them right here. Hold on a second. I'll have to find those. I just cleaned up my desktop this morning. And so I don't know why those codes are not showing up, because I put them in a folder. So I'll have to look for those codes and get back to you. Oh, you know what? I can show you those codes. The sale for the Dream Box is huge, and the price is going up. it's not just going up because the sale's over. It's going to go up because the price of lumber has gone up so much. We also have to do a giveaway. Here's the winner. You guys can't see. Hold on a second. Okay. Here's the winner of the hashtag What I Learned Melody. So anybody can enter this at any time. You do not have to be live. Pamela here is the winner this week. So Pamela needs to contact me and tell me how she wants her $25 that she won through PayPal or Amazon, and I'll need the email for that. So to enter, all you have to do is post on, welcome Becky, post on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere on social media in a public post or in one of the Cricut groups, and link to my video. So in a video that you watch, you need to share the video. You need to put a sentence of what you learned in that video. She learned how to manipulate fonts, grouping, and splicing, and design how I want it to look. So this was a Pinterest inspired video that we learned so much with. You also have to have the hashtag What I Learned Melody. You don't have to have Melody Lane inspired for this giveaway, but you do have to have hashtag What I Learned Melody. So you do have to have that. And Pamela, when you see this video, you need to contact me at melodylaneinspired.com. That is my website here. All you have to do is go to contact, or you can just scroll down to the bottom of the page and contact me. Also tell me the date you won if it's not today or this week or something. Because if you tell me a month from now, if you just watch this video, I'll be like, when did you win? So do that. And so you wanted to see the Dreambox sale. You can go to melodylaneinspired.com, go to what's happening, and I'm going to scroll down and find that sale. Lowest price of the Dreambox. So here are the codes right here. If you're buying the Dreambox, you get 15% off with my code Happy Stars. You don't have to use the link. You just have to have the code Happy Stars. You get 20% off the Dream Cart Sew Station with the code Happy 4th, and 15% off the new cubby with the code Happy Celebrate. If you buy a Dreambox, you can choose one of these pens. I will send you. This is the new cubby. With the discount, it's only $275. It's amazing. It doesn't actually come with this part. It comes with these to fit in here, or extra. I don't know which drawers it comes with, but it comes with enough drawers to fill it up. Those are the new drawers that will also you choose with the Dreambox. It's like a free upgrade in the Dreambox. So that's that. All right, are we ready to get started on class? We are almost ready. First, we have to do this. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Deborah, Ann, Lisa, Brenda, Michelle, Robin, Karen, Lori, Tina, Kathy Ann, Melanie, Bonnie, Mel, Lee, Beth, Yvette, Billy Sue, Karen, Penny, Linda, Leslie, Natalie, Mary Jane, Anita, Heather, Sonia, Bella, Tina, Marie, Claudette, Vanjie, Kara, Leilani, Amanda, Donna Lee, Kathy, Wendy, Lisa, Elizabeth, Nancy, Meta, Rose, Jocelyn, Virginia, Belinda, and Peggy. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Okay, and everybody in the chat is asking people to thumbs up the video. I would like you to do that too. And I also want to remind you about the joy of Christmas starting tonight. So May has invited me to collab with her. We are not in the videos together. There are videos on my channel and her channel starting tonight. 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and they are projects on the Joy. I am sharing the project with everybody. It will be in the description of the video. And tonight I'm doing it as a premiere so we can chat tonight at, oh, it's 7 p.m. I keep thinking it's 6 because it's 6 Central tonight, so we can chat and you can see the project I made. I've done something, I don't think I've ever done it before on YouTube. Um, and I did it with the Joy. It's a bigger project. It's not just a card. So come and watch us do that. Yes, they are simultaneous. Hers is not as a premiere, I don't think. She said she doesn't have enough internet where she's at. So, but you can watch one and then watch the other one afterwards. So if you have a Cricut Joy, even if you don't have a Cricut Joy, you can still learn something from these videos and be inspired by them. Okay. We're done with that. Here are the cuties, except for this one right in the middle. The last week winner chose this one. So I didn't take another picture. We just got to put an X over this teal. She is not available, but all of the others are. So if you're here and you win the cutie, you get to choose one of these. All right, where's my design space? All right, here we are. Okay. Please put your questions in all caps. I do not know if I can answer all of your questions, but we will try to collect your questions we're going to try to collect them and answer your questions. I'm reading and talking at the same time, and so it's, sorry, I'll try not to do that. And happy 4th of July, everybody in America. It's tomorrow. Okay, this is Design Space. We are at version 6.11.100. 0.08, not 100. So many people have not opened your Cricut, even before you open your Cricut, open Design Space. Download Design Space. You can play in it. Here is where your projects will be. If you've never made a project, this will be blank. You'll just have empty spots here. Okay, these are Cricut videos. These are their top videos. If you're new to Design Space, watch these videos. They're only a few minutes long. They're not as detailed, but they're quick and easy. It might help you out. And when you come over, oh, there's no more? I guess that's it for that. This is the 4th of July. This will change. This will be different holidays or whatever's going on. Isn't this a cool hat? These projects, if they have a green A, that green A, even in images, this is not images. We're going to go to images too, but I want you to know this is not images. So if you have Cricut Access, there's they say over 100,000. I think it's closer to 200,000. I don't know how many. I know there's got to be at least 150,000 images. And they will have a green A. If you do not see a green A next to your image or these projects, it is not included in Access. That means that you might have to pay to use it. It has licensed images. And remember, you can click over here. Oh, I like that crown. You can click over here to see more. You can also, look at the lanterns. I remember making those in elementary school. Lots of fun projects here. But you can click here to view all. So then you can view these. Now remember, these are not images. These are full projects. And they usually have direction with them. So there's two different hats. we're going to click on a hat. It usually has more pictures as you slide through. It tells you the finished size, gives you a description, tells you the materials and everything else. Preparation, the cut, and assembling. So it gives you directions on how to do that. So sometimes if you're brand new, doing a project like this with the directions is a good place to start. Also, the customize, that's how you get it on your canvas. Now, if you don't know what canvas is, we're gonna learn that in a minute. I also, what was I just gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Okay, so now I want to go back to the home because we haven't finished looking at everything else. So I went up here to the hamburger menu. Remember, if you're new, there's lots of things in here. Click on them, see what they all say, what they mean. The best, oh, I remember what I was going to say. Let me look at you. I can't see you, but you can see me. I want you to know the best way to learn is, especially if you're new, you're watching this video, and when you're done watching the video, you're going to learn so much you might forget what I'm going to say or what I said, and you might be lost. The best way to learn when we're not live is to watch it again, open up Design Space, and then kind of follow along with me. You can pause the video and then do what I do in Design Space, and you try it yourself, because the best way to learn is to actually do it. So you have to do it. If you're not doing something, if you're trying something and it's not working out like it did for me, then rewind the video. You can just move the bar back a little bit on YouTube and rewatch that part and look at everything and see what may be different on your screen than it is on mine. Okay, back to
Here's
Design
a shout out
Space.
to a few of the people
Sorry.
who support.
Here we go. Okay. Also the the mugs for the mug press. These two right here are how you design your own. This one is if you're using paper and infusible ink pens. This one is if you're using infusible ink sheets or sublimation. All you need is the rectangle part. You don't need the other part in there. And you can always click over here and there's more. And this is not all of them. If you think this is all the mugs they have, there's so many more in images and image sets. We will show you how to find those too. You can also click view all. There's so many more. There's hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands. There's a lot of mugs. And you can use any of the Cricut images to put on a mug. It doesn't have to be ones made just for mugs. These are the ones from the community. So you can see what people in the community have created, and then you can get their project too. Thank you for subscribing. Creative cards. You can do these. I love the Cricut cards. You can click view all and see more. And then iron on all occasions. Endless possibilities of Maker tool. So if you have a Cricut Maker or a Cricut Maker 3, you can do these projects. Oh, I like that they debossed it. They engraved these. They did perforation on this. I'm sure they used the perforation blade to make these tickets. They cut wood. That is so cute. They engraved the acrylic. So you can click on these and get directions on how to do these. There's a puzzle. And then these are ones that you have saved. So you can, I think, because it says my ready to make projects. I don't know. I don't think I've saved all these. There's fabric. Okay, so now you can click view all, and when you view all, you can click it on any of them. I'm just going to scroll down, see what's down here. That leather. There's a heart puzzle. They have so many fun things. They have tons. Okay, you can go over here and click these. Scroll down, there's a lot more. So these are more projects that are not on the home page. You can also search projects here. Yes, everything that fits the Explorer machines will fit the Maker machines. New and old. Welcome, Lisa. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the home page just so we're starting from here again. Now to go to the canvas, you can click on here, new project. This is where I click. You can also click up here in the green where it says new project. So this is kind of the next button because you're always going to go up here to go to next when you're here or on the canvas. You want to make it, it'll say make it up here. I'm going to click on the new project. Yeah, all my projects are on my website for supporters to get there. Yes, this is on the computer. So if you are working on a mobile device, it will look different, but it will still, all the features and things will be the same. So you can still see the projects on the mobile device, and you can still see everything else. Welcome, Mitzi. So over here is where you do a new project. If you had something on your screen and you just wanted to start a new one, you can click up here, the top left. The next button is templates. I don't use these. I don't trust that they're the same size. When I have something that I want to decorate, I just get the measurements of what I'm working with and decide on what I'm doing. But, oh look, they have dishwashers and things now. Looks like they've added to the templates. So you can use these. I also want to show you, like I just clicked on skirts. These are for reference only. They will not be saved with your project. Okay. I don't understand this one. Let's go back. We're going to do a different one. We'll just do shorts. Okay. I don't know if that skirt thing was right. So here's the template. So you can do this. Where'd the size go? Oh, down here. So click down here at the bottom right, and you can change. So these are women's shorts. You can change the size. Or you can put custom, and then you can put your own size. This is not something I use. And then projects will take you to the Cricut projects again, and you can click up here and decide where to go. So this is another place to find the projects. Now images is something different. If you're on a mobile device, under highlighted categories, you'll see image sets. This is my favorite place to go, is image sets. And you can look at all of these other things. You can just browse all images, and that's going to take you here. Now look, this is in access. These are not in access because they are Disney. Disney is not in access, neither is Warner Brothers. So those will have a price. I've already purchased them because they were in a digital mystery box that I bought. So there's not a price. but I really never ever go there. I go to image sets. Image sets are sets of images. And after I get through these that I bought in a mystery box, they will show the newest ones first. I have a video every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern where we go through the new images each week. They add lots of new images every week. And like this one, it has 46 images in it. These right here, these 5 that you see, that is not all that's in there. Let me go ahead and click on that so you can see. How do we save a whole set? I don't think you can just save it. You can download it. So then these are the images that are in the set. Some images have up to, image sets have up to 700 images. And then we can go back and it will take us back to these. If I click on one, if you really want to save it, you can save it for offline. I'm going to click on this kindness. If I click on one, I guess we can't save the whole set. I can I select all these? I know on the mobile device you can select, yeah, I can select them all. I just can't scroll to select them. And I can save them for offline. So I'm going to go ahead and click this download button at the very bottom. The download button is not there until you select something. And we're going to hit download. And it's still downloading. I probably shouldn't have done so many at once to show you. Scatter seeds of kindness. I love that one. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. Yes, Design Space images are commercial use friendly. They have an angel policy. They have to be on a finished project. If they are licensed and not in access, you cannot use them commercially. If they are not in access, you can only use them for personal use. Okay, so now they're done downloading. You can see it's like a little computer screen with a check. It's saved for offline. Now, if you have certain images that you really like and use a lot, you can save them for offline, even if you're not going to use them offline, because you can go over here, ownership, I think? Yes. So then you can choose, if you just wanted your favorites, this is how I make favorites. I download them and then click the download button. So then these are the ones I just downloaded. They're still selected. Let me go down here. Down here at the bottom, it will show you the images that are selected, and you can scroll down to see more. I'm going to unselect these because I do not want it to bring them to the canvas. So these are other ones that I've downloaded, probably just for a class. You can click here and click on free. Oh, but we're in this cartridge still, or this image set. So we're going to go here. So these are all images. I have 228,495 images in my Design Space. That includes some I purchased in the past that are no longer available. It is not just the access images, as you can see here. I can click on free and it will give you free images. These images are all free for everybody right now. Sometimes these change. Sometimes they won't be free. Sometimes they're always free. These calendars are always free, and every year we get a new set. So there's 2,427 right now that are free. You can click on purchased. So these are the ones that you own. If you buy a digital mystery box, it will be in here. The images will be. Or ones you've uploaded. So if you've uploaded images, they are here. Okay, I went through all those. And then you can choose if they have a single or multi-layer. If you're brand new, you might want to just try a single one and then go to multi-layer. Multi-layer images are fun and easy. So this is multi-layer. I mean, there's 84,000 multi-layer. Image complexity, you can do simple, moderate, complex. You can play around with that and see what you like. If you're looking for draw only images, you can click on that and it will bring up the images that are draw only, not the ones that are cut. These are just draw. So you have to apply this to paper. But if you want the cut and draw, so they also have a cut, you can click on cut and draw. So what it means by cut and draw is, see this image, the happy birthday, around it, that will cut out, but it will draw the happy birthday. And this will cut out where the beige is, but it will draw everything else. Same with this, it will draw all of this detail, but you can see around it where it will cut. Wherever the color is the draw, or the cut, and then the draw is the lines. You cannot download shapes and have them upload to the shapes area. You can also choose by brand. You can also choose by the material you're using. I've never really done this. You can use almost any image on any material. I mean, it might be some that aren't. There's also language. If you're looking for images in a certain language, look at all these images. To be honest, I've been using Design Space for 6 years now, and I've never clicked on language before. I think it's kind of new. I've never clicked on it. And then you can clear all your filters. All right, I think that's it for images. We're gonna get rid of the template by, isn't there a blank one? How do you get rid of the template? Oh, over here you can hide it. See, I never use the templates, so you can hide it there. Also, I'm going to hit new to get rid of the template. So you can change this canvas. So this is the canvas. This is your designing area. You can get rid of these grid lines by clicking right here on the between the 0 and 0. You can click it again and just get 1-inch marks or more detailed marks, grids. You can change the canvas color down here at the bottom. When you click on that, you'll come up here and see color, and you can change it to any color you want to help you see if you want, like if you say you're doing a t-shirt and you want to see what colors of vinyl you have will look on the t-shirt, you can make your images in those colors with this. Keely's asking, so does Melody do an unboxing and show what comes in the digital mystery boxes? Yes, I do. I don't actually do an unboxing because there is no box. It's digital. Once you buy a digital mystery box, you have it instantly in your design space. Okay, so we went through images and projects, text. Text is a big thing. I have some videos just on text, on some features of text like kerning. So when you click on text, you get a text box that comes up like this. We're going to change this color. I'll change it to this. Okay, so now you can't do anything to it unless you click on it. Notice when you click on it, you have these options up here. When you do this, you can curve text, not on mobile, only here. You can curve it different ways. You can only curve one line, and you can only curve before you edit it. If you ungroup this or weld it or attach it, you can't do anything else to it. We can choose the font. So this is just going to be a simple video on new. I can't go into all the details on text. It would take me another hour, an extra hour. I do want you to know that this only kerned is always checked. Not all the fonts are kerned. If you go to all, it'll show you all the fonts on your computer and Cricut fonts. If you go to system, it will show you only the fonts on your computer, and they're all free for you to use. If you click on Cricut, it will show you all of the Cricut fonts that are kerned. If you uncheck this, you'll get more fonts. It'll show you every single font. Notice this has a download button. When I'm on system fonts, it doesn't. That's because system fonts are always on your computer and you can always use those offline. Cricut fonts you cannot use offline unless you download it. And as I said before, the download, that's your favorite button. So if you really like a font, you can click download. If there's fonts that you really like to use over and over, or if you purchase them, it's a good idea because you can purchase individual fonts. Notice if they have a green A, they are included with access. Then you can go to filters, and then you can choose the fonts that you've downloaded. So if these are your favorite fonts, you can, this is a way to save your favorites so you don't have to go through the list. There's over 500 Cricut fonts. So if you have some that you just love and you have a hard time finding them, you can do that. You can also search fonts if you know the name of them, but sometimes we don't remember the name. So I suggest you download them. Now if you're looking for writing fonts, you have these. Now it's only showing me 4 because I also have the downloaded selected. If I undo the downloaded, then it's going to give me all of the writing fonts. And there's a lot of them. You can filter to my fonts. I don't know if this is just like all the access ones. I thought they took my fonts away. Maybe they brought it back. You can also choose multi-layer. So these have multiple layers. I'm going to show you one of my favorites, especially for multi-layer, is Folk Art Festival. I'm going to show you what multi-layer means. Look over here in the layers panel. We only see one layer here, but there are 2 that are hidden. So anytime you want to hide anything, any images on this canvas, they will always be in the layers panel, and you can hide them or not. So if I click that, it hides it, but it comes already hidden. So we can hit these to unhide them or hide them. You can also click here to change the color. Well, I have it hidden. Let me click on that and I can change the color of just that middle one. I can change the color of the outside. Okay, so while it's like this, I can't curve because it's more than one layer. You can, there's so many things about text, but I did want to show you how to color them and how to ungroup them. But first you can move them closer together. If you have more than one, if you want to edit it, just double click on it. I'm just going to put happy day. When we have these, we can align it. We can advance, do it. Here's alignment, so we can align it. We can move the line spacing. We can just put the numbers in. We can do it like this. We can also ungroup two lines. I love this one because it's still grouped. And notice it made an extra set over here. So if I wanted to place these like this, I can. Now, if I just want to make it like this, I can go up here and click Make It. And it's going to give me the black layer. It's not keeping them where they were, but it's going to give me the yellow layer and the teal layer. I'm going to go back to cancel. You can also ungroup two layers. So then I ungrouped, this one's not ungrouped because I only had this one selected at the time. So now we have different layers that are ungrouped. We can move these around if we wanted to do them like that. Or maybe we just want these. Okay, so now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to ungroup letters. Now you can do that same thing by over here. It says ungroup. So now I ungrouped these letters. Now if I want them to cut, so let's hit Make It again. Notice the ones I ungrouped, they're not even in the word order anymore. Okay, that's because they're ungrouped. If I want this yellow layer to be grouped again, I'm going to click on here and click the Shift key. So I'm holding down the Shift key while I'm clicking each letter, and that selects them all. And I can tell they're selected because over here they're gray. Okay, and then if I group it, I can move it around again. But pay attention because this is not how you want it to be done. So I'm going to hit Make It so we can see what happens. Always hit Make It if you have any questions. See if it's how you want it. It's not how we want it. We wanted that word together. So I'm going to hit Cancel. We're going to go back here. We don't want to group this. I'm just going to go ahead and ungroup it. I can select it by dragging my mouse across it, and I selected the same ones again. I do not need to group. I need to go down here and click Attach. So there's Attach. It looks just like Group does, but Attach, I don't know how to explain it. It attaches it together. So click Make It. And now the happy is together because we attached it. Now, here's something to remember. Group is only for the canvas. Anything you group does not stay anywhere else but in the canvas. Now, if I were to attach this yellow to the black, watch what happens. It looks like it disappeared, but it didn't. it attached them together. I'm going to change the color of them to this so you can see the cut lines. This is actually going to cut through and have an extra cut line. It's going to be a mess. Do not attach two different colors together unless they're separate. So I'm just going to undo. So we're back and we're not attached. Even if I attach them like this, it's going to change them to the same color because it puts them on the same mat. You can go down here and click detach. And now it's changed. I'm going to change the color of both of them. Well, that's not good. So now they're separate again. So the best way to learn about text is to play around in Design Space. Yeah, the layers panel is over here on the right. If you're on a mobile device, it's in a button down at the bottom. Click all of the buttons and find out what happens. So all of the layers are over here. I also want to go over the shapes. Can you curve it, then turn on other layers? Oh, I see what you mean. So I'm just gonna, I think I know what you mean. So with this one, let's hide these layers so we can curve it. And then I'm going to turn on the other layers. Yes. So if you have a layer, one with the other layers, you can curve it. Okay, for some reason now it's not letting me curve. But it did let me curve that. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. So now it is letting me curve that now while the two layers are hidden. But once I bring the layers back, I can't curve it even if I hide those two. How can you put a score line on a card? Okay, let's go over shapes. So I'm just going to hit new just to clean this up. So shapes. There are many other shapes in Design Space. We're going to start out with this. Okay, I don't like this color. So when you hit this bottom button here, you can change the size. It gives you the measurements here. It also gives you the measurements up here. If you don't want a square and you want a rectangle, you just unlock this lock or the lock up here. You can then size it any way you want to. Now you can do this with any image in Design Space, any image at all. Let's go to images real fast. Let's just choose an image. So let's just choose this one. Now you can make it any size you want. If you unlock it, you can make them shorter or taller or skinny. You can change it anyway and it works with any image at all. So if you wanted a card and you wanted it a certain shape, what you do for a card base, if I was making an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I would make this 8.5 wide and 5.5 tall. And if I want to put a score line in, I'm going to go to shapes and click on score line. And I just drag it as tall as I want, or if you want it perfect, you can do 5.5 because that's how tall this is. You do not have to try to figure out where the heck the middle is. You don't even have to have it on the shape. You just have to select the shape and the score line by dragging your mouse over it. You can tell they're both selected because both of these are in the gray area. Then you go up here to Align and Center. Now let's hit Make It and see what happens. The score line is not on my card. It only is on the canvas because we did not attach it. Well, some people think you have to group it. So if I group it, it looks like it's all good. It's moving together. So if I hit Make It, and if you forget, just test it. It is still not on my card, but it is on the canvas. So we're going to cancel. What you have to do is attach. You do not have to group anything. Grouping is only for the canvas. So it looks the same as grouping, although it is grouped. Let's go back and I'm just going to go back. We're going to ungroup it. So there is no grouping. Select it and attach. There's no need to group it. And then click Make It. Now it will score in the center of our card. And hit cancel. Gel pens and all of the pens for your Cricut need to be stored point down. What is the difference of scoring to the scoring wheel and the double scoring wheel? Double scoring wheel is for thicker materials. Now make sure you guys are chatting in the chat because it's almost time for a giveaway. And I'm going to go ahead to make sure all of you on Facebook are coming over YouTube and subscribing and liking the video. And to get into the giveaway, you have to come over to YouTube. So goodbye to YouTube, or to Facebook, not YouTube. Okay. The pens don't usually go bad. They might get empty if you use them a lot. What else? Oh, uploading an image. You can upload an image here. You can upload a pattern here. For print and cut, go under operation and you can change this. If you have the maker, you have all of these options. You change your machine up here in the top. So I can choose from any of these. We had a question yesterday. I have the Cricut Explorer 2, but it's not shown here. They didn't know which one to choose. If you have any Cricut Air or Cricut Explorer, any machine like that, it's always the Cricut Explorer family. So if you have the Explorer selected, your options over here are less. If you have any of the makers selected, your options over here are more. We didn't even talk about slice and all that. Let me bring in a few shapes. And we have viewer mail after this video at 12:30. Charlie Park sent me a box. I'm really excited to see what's in that box, Charlie. And Alex will also be here for that. I think he said he will be. If you want to change the color of all the images at once, you can do that just by clicking here. You can click Advanced and change the colors more. You can also, I want them different colors actually, just to show different things. You can also change them to print and cut. Go down here to standard, and now this one is changes to print. So this one will print. If I want to change the color of print, I click here and here, or I can add a pattern to it. So I can click on this little arrow next to color and there's a pattern. And I can choose a pattern to put in here. There's lots of patterns in Design Space. A lot of these I have uploaded myself. You can upload a picture as a pattern. I have my cuties right here that I uploaded. Sometimes it takes a minute to change. There we go. So it's multiplied this picture because the shape of the image is different than the shape of the picture. You can go in here and you can edit your pattern. Play with this. I beg you, if you are using Design Space, you have to play. Look it, I made it a pattern of cuties. Isn't that fun? Oh wait, I need to click the picture, click edit, or you can make them bigger. You can also move them this way. You can just put the numbers in. It's much faster. You can rotate it. You can flip it. So it's just showing a different piece because the whole picture isn't showing here. You can flip them upside down. So play with this. I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm going to change this back to cut. You can change it to pen. You can change it to draw. You can change him to draw. Or her, I mean. Pen. So she's at draw. I'm going to take away these. You can cut with the wavy blade. Don't cut this with the wavy blade. It won't look right because it's too detailed. You can engrave it. You can foil it and then choose the foil pen you want and choose the foil color you want. Now if I change it to a bold pen, it changes this to more bold. What do you do once you make the pattern on the shape? You can make it anything you want. Let me go to images real fast. Oh, you know what? I want to go to image sets. I'm going to show you one. Whoops, not Terry. Teddy. I love this image set. It's an old one. Teddy Bear Parade has 50 teddy bears. I want to show you something that you can do. Where's the one with the t-shirt? This one. I always use this one as an example. Okay, this video could last all freaking day if I showed you everything, but we can't. So next week we'll have questions. Okay, so his t-shirt, I want to make a different color, but his t-shirt is also these balloons and I don't want those. So I duplicated just that layer that I had selected, and now I'm going to contour this out. I'm going to contour out the balloons and I have to contour out the shape. So I can click them over here or click them here and then just click down here. Now I have a shirt. Now on this one, I want to select just his shirt and hit contour and contour out his shirt. The only reason I'm doing that, look, he's naked now. The only reason I'm doing that is because I only want his shirt to have a pattern. I didn't want the balloons to have a pattern. So now I'm going to put his shirt there. We're going to make his shirt be print and cut, and then we're going to choose a pattern. Maybe we'll give him a cutie shirt. Oh, that kind of looks weird. We'll give him like a tie-dye shirt. This is one of my digital paper patterns. It takes a minute because I haven't used it. There. So now he has a shirt. We could make his hat match if we wanted to. It will also, because it's connected to the candle, it will also change his candle too. So now, if we went to make this, notice all these colors and everything. There's nothing we need to do to this. All we have to do is click make it. Because I'm on the Maker 3, I can choose, I'm just going to put them all on a mat. I can choose without a mat and stuff. Those teddies are so cute. One, I think I have a really old video, I don't even know if it's available anymore, that shows all of them that I made. Okay, so now here's your print and cut. So it's going to, it always puts a box around it, but it will cut out here. If I hit continue, I can click send to printer and always use the system dialog box. And then if I hit print, it's going to do this and I'm going to sit here forever and it's just going to spin and spin and spin. But what you have to do is move Design Space down and you'll find this. It's always behind Design Space for some reason, and always put it on best quality. I choose photo matte paper and I cut it on cardstock. My printer doesn't like it. If you do different drivers, it'll have cardstock, but I just click it and do it. Then I have to go to my printer and click OK. So that's how you do print and cut. And then I'm going to cancel it though. And then once you have it printed, you choose the paper. The paper or iron-on or whatever you're using. These are the popular ones. This is all I have favorited right now because I use the cardstock the most, and because I have the Maker 3, I'm using a lot of the smart cardstock and the smart removable vinyl and all of that. But you can choose here, and there's a huge list that you can choose from. You can, say you're using glitter paper or glitter anything, you can just search glitter and it will show you everything here that you can possibly do. You can also click on material settings and you can see each material. Hey, they put these in alphabetical order. They used to have them in cut pressure order. You'll see the cut pressure. You'll see how many times it needs to cut. Like acetate is 350 and will cut 3 times. Aluminum foil. It'll cut 3 times, but only 70% pressure. And you use the deep point blade, even though it's not deep. Now you can edit any of these. If you're using a material, say it's a paper that's not Cricut brand and it's a paper that you use and it never cuts through totally, you can edit this and you can change the times that it cuts. You can change the pressure that it cuts. And you can change the blade that you use. Okay? Balsa wood is 7 times. Some people, chipboard is 12 times. Some people's machines don't need to cut that many times. You can edit that right here. How do you locate newly purchased image sets? Newly released image sets, you just go to image sets. Newly purchased, if you just purchased them, then you need to search them. You can go to purchased, the option over here that showed purchased. I don't know if the newest ones will be on top. Welcome, Michelle. And then you can choose, this one is, oh, this one also has the pen on it. It says pen and the bold foil on this mat. When you do foiling, it will tell you how to do it and everything. Make sure you do this before you put the foil on. And there's so much more to teach you. You need to play. So I'm going to give you an assignment if you're new. If you're not new to Design Space, you don't have to do this assignment. I want you to cut something. Anything. Let's go to, oh wait, no, you know what? I forgot. Cancel. I forgot to tell you slice and stuff. Move that down. We're going to change this back to cut. Okay. Say I wanted to slice this triangle out of here. If I wanted to center it, I would click on Align and Center and slice. And you have to move these out of the way to see it. It's kind of like a cookie cutter. Now, if I wanted to slice another one out, and let's say I wanted to slice, well here, let's change the color of this one. And say I wanted to slice this. Here, we can bring this to the front by clicking Send to Front. I want to slice all those. I'm going to select them all, and I can't slice because, oh, you guys can't see. Sorry. Let me move this back up. Did you get the mail?
I forgot the key.
Then you have to go back.
Okay.
Because there might be something in the mail.
I had, and then I set it down to take ibuprofen.
Okay, so here is the slice, and we can't slice because the slice is not lit up. We can't slice because there are 3 pieces selected. You cannot cut 3 pieces. I can select 2, so I have the yellow selected and this one selected and slice. And then I can select the other 2. I can select the green one and this one and slice. And then it slices it out like that. Now let's undo this. I'm going to show you something else. If I wanted to do this, say I have lots of these images that I want to slice out. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. Let me take these. I'm going to weld these together. I'm going to duplicate it a few times, set them up how I want them. We're going to show you more here. Say I want them even. I can align, distribute horizontally, align top, so they're all even, although these 2 aren't touching. I want those to touch. I want them to be even again, so distribute horizontally. Now align. Yeah, no, not center horizontally, because that does that. We're going to undo. Okay, they're all even in the top, so I'm going to select them all, and I'm going to weld them all. Okay, let's duplicate it. So now I want these aligned horizontally. And I'm going to weld them. So this is what welding does. It makes them like one image. Notice over here in the layers panel, whoops. If you click on it, it'll show up in the layers panel. If I duplicate it, it makes another one. But if I center horizontally and weld, it makes it all one. Now my image is huge. I can scroll down. I can make these smaller and if I wanted to cut them out of a box, make the box the size of that. Okay, you can right click on the box too and send to back. Now, let's say I want to align this center and I can slice. So I moved that out of the way and it makes two images there. Now, if I wanted to print this, oh, you know what? I can show you the print on this. So let's say, remember, instead of just printing the teddy bear or the shirt and doing all this in layers, I could just select all this and I could flatten. The only time you ever use flatten is if you're going to print. Somebody just said slice is complicated to remember. All you have to remember is you can only slice with two images. That's it. Now he is set to print and cut. Let's click make it. I'm going to do on a mat. So now the print and cut is the whole teddy bear. So it will cut out around the teddy bear. Oh, you know what I didn't tell you is about writing. Yes, Penny, you can do this to make a stencil. We just made a stencil right here. This would be a great stencil. I have a whole video on stencils and how to do it like this. I have a whole video on stickers. If you wanted to make a page of stickers, you could duplicate him and hit make it. You don't have to line him up. Gonna do on a mat. We're gonna go down here. Oh, and another thing, say that's not enough, I want more. I can go up here to project copies, change it to 2, and click apply. Now I have a full page. Now I have this extra page, but I'm not going to do that. You don't have to cut and do every single one. I could just do this and I'll have a page of stickers for a birthday party or something. Yes, do not turn bleed off. Always leave bleed on. Bleed helps it cut so there's no white. Yeah, I have a whole video on stickers. We're going to go new again. We're going to do the giveaway in just a minute. Make sure you guys are chatting in the chat. So right after this, we'll do the giveaway. So if you haven't chatted in the last 15 minutes, chat something now. We're going to go to text. We're going to go up here and choose writing style. So you can choose these options if you want to write something. You can go here to text. This is when I choose writing fonts. And let's just choose that one. You can change the color. Normally, I don't know why it's not changing. Let me change the font. I don't know why it's not letting me change the color. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it's not letting me change the color. but you can normally change the color. Welcome, Shirley Turner. Okay, we're going to change the color of this. Now, if you want this to write, I'm going to unlock it. We're going to right click, send to front. Make it a little smaller. We can center it if we want. If you want this on selected on there, you click attach. And then when you hit make it, it will write on your image, on your shape. Welcome, Teresa. So this is how grouping it doesn't do it. If you were to, I undid it. Oh wait, I didn't undo it enough. There. I undid it, it's not attached. If I group it, it looks the same. But it will say attach here. And if I just group it and hit make it, it puts it on a different mat. See, there's two different mats and it's not going to write on there. Oh, another thing to learn, you can click this. You can move your object to another mat or hide it. You can rotate it if you want. Now, if I move it to another mat, because I only have one more option, or I can create a new mat, I can do this and put it here, and it would write on there. So if you forget to attach, you can always do that. There's so much more. I can't think. Do you guys have any other last questions? Image sets. You can even look in image sets. Oh, when searching, that's another thing. If you're searching plural or singular, it's best to search singular. There's 147 image sets on cards. Some of them have great sentiments that you can use on other cards. Like this, we can select this. You know it's selected when it's like this. Also, you can find out information about it this way. And I can insert that. Kimberly says, so it's best to align the paper on the mat so the writing will be centered. No. If it's cutting an image like this and writing, it doesn't, you can put it crooked on the mat. It doesn't matter. It's going to cut straight on the mat and it's going to write straight. So this is something, see, we can change the color of this. You can change the pens. So if you want a marker, you can do that. Or you can choose a gel pen. Or you can choose a extra fine point pen. Okay, now remember, I do these classes every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You can cut down regular cardstock to fit the joy. If you have a joy, watch my video tonight. I do cut down cardstock to fit my joy. So my video tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, I do a big project. I use iron-on and I use cardstock and I show you how to cut it down. I cut it in the video. I cut the paper down in the video. I cut it with the joy in the video. I weed in the video. I do everything from start to finish. I prepare my blank in the video. So I prepare everything in the video. So if you have a new joy, make sure you are watching that video tonight. There's going to be 10 videos with the joy for Christmas. Now, if you're not interested in Christmas or just not ready for Christmas yet, you can still learn and watch the videos. Even if you don't have a joy, you will still learn and watch if you watch the videos. Okay, now I said I was going to give you guys homework. I haven't thought of that homework. I want you to create something, to design something in Design Space. Even if it's this, you don't even have to design. Let me go back to Design Space. Thank you for subscribing. Even, let's get rid of this for a second. If you go here and let's just go to Browse Images. You can choose anything you want to cut or anything. Let's just search dog. Just bring something in and cut it. Bring this in. Now, bring this. I mean, you can bring any of them in. I'm not telling you which one, but bring one in and cut it. Just cut it with paper, cardstock. This has layers. You can change the colors of these layers. You can make him green if you want to. You can make it any way you want to and glue them together. If you don't want to do paper, you can do iron-on or something. But just bring an image in, size it the way you want it, and click Make It. I really should not be on the Maker 3. And you don't have to put green paper on this. This tells you the paper that you chose in the image. You can put anything you want. You could use pattern paper. Welcome, Paula K. You can choose anything you want. Now see, this dog has little cuts underneath here. That's to show you where to put the other pieces. You can change this whole dog to draw if you wanted to. Do it with a pen and then put it on paper. I'm going to undo that. Oh, and something else, you can ungroup to see how the pieces go. Something else you can do, you can select it and flatten it and print it. So now when you have it print and cut, it moves it all to one layer. So just go in here to images and choose an image. If you don't want to do paper, you're like vinyl, do something like this. Just choose an image and just make it. Where do we post our homework? That's a great question. How about in my Cricut Design Space group? It's just called Cricut Design Space, and post it in there. Put hashtag homework or hashtag homework from Melody. So now this one, all you have to do is bring this image in. We're going to get rid of him and cut it. All you do is click Make It. You can size it however you want. You can cut this with vinyl or iron-on. Just do something for all of you people who have never opened your box or you're just afraid to do anymore. Just do it. Use an image from Design Space. And you can go to the free images. If you go here, ownership, click on free. It'll show you the free dogs. Look how cute that dog is. You can do infusible ink on this. That would be really cute. Okay, now, do we want to win a cutie? Are we ready for that? Let me see if Nightbot's ready. He's ready. Do we have enough likes? Did you guys like the video? You have to like the video. All right. Remember to share this video and tell people what you learned and add the hashtag what I learned melody, and you will be entered to win something. All right, we're ready. We have a winner. Oh, I know this person. So Nightbot chooses the winner. I don't choose the winner. Are you guys ready to see? All right, let me click this over to the other screen. And I'm going to bring this over from my other monitor. Mary Lou Staley won! Woohoo! Congratulations! Okay, Mary Lou, you will have to tell me which Cricut, hold on, I can't see what you guys see. Which Cricut you want, but the teal one is gone. I may have an extra peacock that was just released. I have to wait till I actually get it. But if you wanted the peacock, I'll let you get the peacock if you want that. Let me go through. Lavender, Wisteria, Twilight, blush. I think this one's blush. Rose, denim, sunflower, periwinkle, dusty rose. Or is this one blush? Oh man. This one's candy apple, white, and Merlot. Raspberry. This one's raspberry, this one's blush. I was thinking this one's Merlot. This had a flash on, so they're brighter. And then we have emerald. All right, guys, I have to get ready for viewer mail. So that's going to be just in a few minutes on this channel. Go to Melody Lane, youtube.com/Melody Lane. And yeah, blush is the bottom one. To get the viewer mail video if you want to see that. No, you can only get the mystery boxes or the cuties in mystery boxes, or I have a group, Cricut Cutie Swap, where you can buy and sell your cuties. Now, I did not go over everything in Design Space. That would take me all day, like I said, so make sure you come back to my classes. You can watch my previous classes at youtube.com/Melody Lane. I have a whole playlist of classes. All right, guys, I'll see you in a few minutes. And tonight, don't forget the Joy of Christmas. It's going to be fun.